Former President Trump expected to appear in a federal courtroom tomorrow in Washington, D.C. A grand jury indicted him on felony charges for trying to overturn the 2020 election leading up to the January 6th riot at the Capitol. CBS News' Alice Gaynor live in the newsroom with the latest for us. Alice?
Well, Chris, Chopper 2 was over the former president's Bedminster, New Jersey golf club a short time ago, where you can see him playing golf. This says details of his travel to D.C. are being worked out. Sources tell CBS News he's working on a strategy to shift the blame. The 4-count indictment includes charges of 3 conspiracies and obstructing or attempting to obstruct an official proceeding.
My office will seek a speedy trial so that our evidence can be tested in court and judged by a jury of citizens.
The 45-page indictment reads that despite losing the presidential election, the defendant was determined to remain in power. And for more than 2 months after Election Day 2020, Trump spread lies. Claims it says Trump knew were false.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Noting that in addition to alleged unlawful means, Trump pursued lawful means to formally challenge the results of the 2020 election, but that his efforts to change the outcome in any state through recounts, audits, or legal challenges were uniformly unsuccessful.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol. We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
The attack on our nation's Capitol on January 6th, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies.
Prosecutors referenced 6 unnamed co-conspirators who were not charged. Sources described them to CBS News as 4 attorneys, a former Justice Department official, and a political consultant. Sources also say Trump's strategy could involve trying to pin blame on former Trump attorney John Eastman, who wanted former Vice President Mike Pence to refuse to certify the 2020 election results and presented Trump with a memo outlining the plan to do so. A lawyer for Eastman said in a statement that the indictment, quote, relies on a misleading presentation of the record, and if Dr. Eastman is indicted, he will go to trial.
Just because an attorney gives you advice, an attorney does not provide a defense if the attorney is suggesting you go out and violate a criminal law. That's not a defense.
Former Vice President Mike Pence, now running against Trump for the GOP presidential nomination, said in a statement, quote, the indictment serves as an important reminder anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. Trump denies any wrongdoing. His campaign calls the indictment disgraceful. The federal judge overseeing this case, Judge Tanya Chutkan, is known as one of the toughest punishers of rioters who breached the Capitol on January 6, 2021. In November 2021, she rejected Trump's attempts to block the House Select Committee investigating January 6 from accessing hundreds of pages of records, ruling presidents are not kings and plaintiff is not president. Now, Chris, as you noted, this marks the 3rd indictment for Trump. He also faces legal issues in numerous state courts. In the newsroom, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Alice, thank you very much.